Hello Traveler and welcome to the Duelist Theater, for real this time. Today we're featuring a game I've been saving up for a few days now and eagerly waiting to show, playing my all-time favorite deck in version 4.6, one I'm calling Hunt-Tao. The star of this deck is none other than Hu Tao, with the goal to spam her burst as often as possible for massive damage, and we do this with the help of the new spear, Rightful Reward, but more on that later. Alongside her, we have Kuki Shinobu, one of the new characters added in version 4.6. She was the only new character that didn't appear in the latest Prince Cup Atlantic games, but she shines here with her healing and electro application. We also have Yaoyao to provide additional healing and dendro application, along with being a spear user. The core of the deck, however, is more focused on the action cards, and there's three main ones that will combo together: Veteran's Visage, Rightful Reward, and the new Underwater Treasure Hunt. First, Veteran's Visage combines great with all the healing in the deck, but in particular with Kuki Shinobu. It's great on round 1 as her self-piercing damage triggers the bonus dice right away and often drawing you a card. And as she's liable to get to pretty low HP, she usually is the one guaranteed to get healed by her and Yaoyao's skills later, allowing you to continue generating dice and drawing cards. The other combo with Visage is of course with treasures.
Treasure?
Playing 2 treasures on a character with this equipped is a quick way to trigger both effects. And sometimes you can even rebuy this with Liar Song and make it just as good, if not better, than a Gilded. Rightful Reward, of course, is the card that lets us spam Hu Tao burst, giving her crazy amounts of energy. Unfortunately, it does only trigger from healing to your active character, making Kuki and Yaoyao a little bit more unreliable, but it's great with Yaoyao burst and, once again, treasure.
Treasure?
Playing 3 treasures to gain a surprise energy and 3 dice can surprise opponents out of nowhere. Last but not least, we have of course Underwater Treasure Hunt to bury those treasures in your deck in the first place. Even though it was recently nerfed to 2 cost, this deck can still utilize it pretty well as it's really good at getting lots of value from treasure anyway.
Treasure?
Particularly the healing, helping you prolong the game and give you more time to find all of those chests. And as you'd expect, the rest of the deck is filled with card draw to help you find all of the treasure. Sotaria in particular works great with treasure, giving you random die, making it easy to tune away extra cards to keep digging when you need to. Hu Tao also, with her charged attacks, is a great way to make use of random element die. Pretty soon, it'll be you burying your opponent in dice and damage. One word of caution though, as much fun as the deck is to play, it's pretty difficult too, and there's a lot of ways you can mess up, so if you do decide to give it a try, it may not turn out so well until you get a bit used to playing it. But the ability to burst Hu Tao multiple times, sometimes even twice in the same round, often out of nowhere, makes it really fun, so I do encourage you to give it a try. And who doesn't love to play with treasure? Isn't that right, Leah?
I love treasure!
And before we dive into the game, the reason I've been holding onto this game for a few days is it is against none other than RobotWizard, who is one of the players qualified for the Prince Cup Top 8 from Group A. I got his permission to not remain anonymous. In this case, just in case they were testing a deck for their upcoming matches, I didn't want to potentially reveal any info, so I was waiting until that was done to post this. But it's finally time to show off this deck and this match, so let's duel. Ooh, okay, so we just matched into none other than RobotWizard. For those of you not familiar, they are one of the best players in NA, having won the first North America Prince Cup, and they're competing in the current one. So let's see, we definitely want to keep Rightful, Liben, Dunya, and Draw is good, so we'll just put away Stove. Ooh, Timaeus, okay. We got a pretty good opener, because I think we're gonna need it. But yeah, they are one of the best TCG players out there right now, and of course competing in the current Prince Cup. Of course I will be posting this after their match because no doubt they're practicing for their games. I don't want to leak any of the deck lists here, but they looks like they're playing Nouvelette Stall, which I think is a good matchup for us, so we'll see. Okay, Timaeus, let's see what Timaeus draw. Let's see, I want to keep those 2 Geo for Rightful. Okay, Gilded, not what you want. Ooh, a second Dunya? That could be interesting. Yeah, ideally, Visage is obviously the best thing we could draw off Timaeus because it's just more cards and dice, but at this point, I think I can go Rightful, Sealy, just Kuki skill. I think this is pretty good. I'll save that second Dunya for next turn when I can just get the discount off the first one. But Gilded isn't a bad draw, but Visage I think would have been better in a stall matchup, so we'll have to see. But yeah, we are a little bit favored. The good thing about Nouvelette Stall for us is that unlike someone like Child, Nouvelette doesn't put out a lot of pressure, so we're never under the threat of like a one-hit KO on our Hu Tao. If we do lose Hu Tao, though, it's pretty bad. But if we can keep her alive, what we're going to be able to do is just like repeatedly burst, especially during the Rightful Reward round 1. It's going to give us maximum value just on generating energy. And Hu Tao burst is going to be a lot of what wins us this game. So they're thinking hard round 1, as expected. Okay. They also have their own Timaeus, which is pretty bad news for us. It almost guarantees they have some kind of shield artifact round 1. And you know, I haven't played this matchup before. Freeze is another thing that we're going to have to factor in. So we want to avoid freezes on Hu Tao because she is mostly a combo character for this deck. Oh, they're thinking really hard. Okay, so either they have a very difficult round 1 option or they are just being themselves. And almost done, I'm going to go Yaoyao after this. So one of the ways you beat Barbara decks, if you have a Dendro character, is applying Dendro is one of the best ways to prevent them from cleansing any of your elemental applications. Although, honestly, having Kuki have an on-swap application is going to be super useful. Ooh, they played an Opera. Oh, okay, okay. Opera into Tenacity. Pretty fair. They have another artifact, or they're just going to pass. Oh, they tuned. Okay, starting with the Layla skill. Alright. Pretty even starts on both sides. What do we want to do now? What are they waiting for? Wait, have I not ended? I thought I ended already. Okay, I think this is it for us, right? Yeah, I don't want to play. I don't want to see reveal live a Liben. Yeah, okay, so just end. Sorry, I was waiting for them to make a move. I don't know if any of you at home have had this happen, but sometimes we'll just be like sitting there. Oh, they do have a Visage. Great. Sometimes you'll be sitting there and waiting for your opponents to act, and it turns out that you have the timer. Second Timaeus is pretty good, so we can get another shot at a Visage, which would be pretty good. Since we didn't swap round 1, we didn't actually end up using any of Kuki's healing. But we're almost certainly swapping off onto Yaoyao, so let's play... Let's see. Do we want to swap first? I guess we'll just swap first. It is a little awkward for us to play, because our Timaeus is on 3. If we draw a Visage and play it, it's going to use up that 3-stack Timaeus instead of the 2, because it always goes from left to right order. But I really want to save it for the Gilded, and I want to be surprised. Although knowing RobotWizard, they probably already predict if I didn't play it round 1, I do have Gilded. Oh, you know, I should have pre-played that Gilded so I could deny them that Opera trigger. I didn't realize. Yeah, we'd be above them in equipments. Oh, no, never mind. Didn't matter, they had a second equipment. Okay, so they're really well set up. Huh. 2 Visage and a Tenacity. Alright, let's fix some Dendro die. Yeah, I definitely should, you know, I definitely should have played that Gilded immediately, then... Okay, I guess it didn't matter. Then play the Timaeus just in case I drew a Visage, so... Almost tripped up, but luckily or unluckily, we didn't get the artifact that we wanted, just a Gamblers. We'll set up Yaoyao skill. We might actually go for Yaoyao Burst in this matchup because, you know, we have a lot more time to get things going. But for now, let's swap off. We probably just want to use skill twice. Dendro is just very valuable to have, and I don't need to rush Yaoyao's Burst. And always want to keep track of those Layla stacks. Ooh, a normal attack from Barbara. Okay, so they're building up energy for a burst and just ticking up Layla's skill. Interesting, interesting. But we'll put our skill here, see what we draw. A second rifle. Okay. Huh. Do I play... I could play Lumenstone, or I could just start playing Rightful. Then I won't even need to stack up that second usage of Yaoyao's energy. Yeah, so we can just rely on that Rifle to do that. It might be too late to play Lumenstone, although because it's a stall matchup, I think we're gonna have time to trigger it. But yeah, see that healing go up triggers 2 highlights on those rifles, so 2 more healing or damage, and then we can just Yaoyao Burst. I think it's a pretty good draw. Honestly, this is all we need against the stall deck. We have all of the energy, and we might even be able to Yaoyao Burst this turn, so let's keep the Dendro there. Because Hu Tao does have her infusion up, so we don't actually need to keep any Pyro die. One of the funny things you'll run into with this deck, ooh, there's Fortress. Okay, I'm gonna remember to play around Fortress. If I play into Fortress, it could be bad. But one of the interesting things you'll get to with this deck, okay. So we're not gonna burst on Hu Tao, but we can just swap off, because our Yaoyao's now fully charged, but a lot of the time you'll actually have too many cards in hand to trigger Sataria. So sometimes you don't actually want to roll on element dice, but we're not quite at needing to use Sataria. We haven't drawn any of our treasure hunts. Of course, the card that the deck is named after. Oh, speaking of which, there is our first one. Okay, so we have those 2 Anemo die. I think it's a pretty good chance to play it. But, let's see. Oh, they went to Nouvelet. That seems pretty good for us. Looks like they're trying to tank more damage to get most value out of that Barbara burst. But I think we're okay just bursting here, because we're going to apply more Dendro. And with Rightful Reward anyway, we're going to just charge up that Yaoyao burst again super fast if we need to. But applying Dendro everywhere is going to be great because of that Barbara summon. So we'll probably see a Nouvelet skill here. Oh, one thing, this deck does run 1 quick swap. And I think that's going to be pretty key. If we can ever snipe off Nouvelet, of course, the game should be over. Although, I've said that, but I always have flashbacks to the time I lost against Solo Barbara. So I'm actively thinking about Egg these days. Like, I know that Egg Barbara burst play is very much a thing. I'm not going to fall for that trick twice. Let's see. So can I play Lumenstone or Treasure Hunt? Let's just play Lumenstone. I don't have a lot of draw effects anyway, and we're almost certainly going to be able to trigger that. But let's put down a Liben here. Yeah, okay, so here, what we can do here, I don't think we're triggering these Libens ever, so I'm just going to dump them all to trigger Lumenstone, and then I can also Treasure Hunt. Oh, a second Treasure Hunt, okay. So now we get to stack our dice with 6 treasures, here we go. And this is post-nerf, of course. You know, if you didn't see the poll, I did actually record a couple of these games before the nerf, and then I found out that they were suddenly making a change to Treasure Hunt. I think this deck actually didn't suffer too much, because it is a little bit slower. You can afford to spend the extra die, and you still, the effect is still really powerful, right? It still synergizes. All the treasures didn't get nerfed, and that's what really matters, but 1 to 2 really does hurt. I've had a lot of games where like it has come up. So very fair nerf. Sometimes I wonder if they would have just changed it to putting 5 treasures and keeping it 1 cost. I think that also would have been an option, but this might be better for a deck like ours because we get as many combo pieces, and we occasionally end up with, like you just saw, extra die we can't use. Ooh, they're really thinking hard. Yeah, they must be trying to maybe play around a quick swap. So one of the great things about this Kuki Yaoyao setup is on swap, because of Quicken, we have an immediate, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4 damage, which is pretty crazy. So it's actually really annoying for stall decks to have to play around that. So if we draw a quick swap, it could be pretty huge. Okay, they're gonna end a lot. That's what I figured. It seems a little bit dangerous. This lets us get maximum value though off of these quickens. Yeah, gonna reapply quicken. And the Rightful Reward, of course, ticking up. Okay, Visage, a little bit late, but we could still play it. Oh, okay, that's nice. They got self Hydra application on there. There's a quick swap. Oh, okay, that's pretty. Wait, I can snipe off Lila here then, right? With maybe just a normal attack? Because the swap does. Let's see, electrocharged is 2, 3, plus a Dendro, plus the thing. It's 2 separate. I think it's like 5 damage. So yeah, I think a infused normal attack will just take care of it. All right. Damn. Okay. Oh. Don't forget, I have to play around Fortress. Right, their Fortress is active this round, so I can't play Quick Swap right away, but let's get our dice first. Because we're going to trigger reaction when we swap as well, so this is going to draw us at least 2 cards. +1. Yeah, we're going to play the Lotus. This will actually eat up the Fortress, and we're not going to need Lotus in this matchup anyway. Also very important, I didn't play that into Treasure Hunt, but here's the Quick Swap. And, ooh, there's one of our treasures. Okay. This is going to be a really big turn for us. Really big turn for us. Yeah, look at that. -5 damage, 3 different elements. Wow. And we go 1 hit, the heal, and that's going to even stack up Yaoyao further. So we're going to burst on Yaoyao almost immediately. Ooh, Sealy's pretty good here. We'll probably replace one of our cards with more draw. Yep, okay, so it was 5 damage. Had that correct. Alright, so we're going to want a Gamblers here, so we'll probably Liar Song the Gilded and put a Gamblers on Hu Tao. Right, yeah. Otherwise this Liar Song probably isn't going to do that much, so I think I want Gamblers. Gamblers is definitely a more important one. Yep, and we can put Gilded on someone else. And honestly, you know, the type of die here doesn't really matter. And oh, wait, what? 2 die? Oh! I'm not infused. I thought I was infused. Oh, that's only... Okay. I've had a lot of trouble keeping track. Oh, no. Okay, that's a pretty big misplay. I thought I was in... I think I have to burst. If I let them swap off, they won't be able to shield or food. And I think I have to commit to this line. I mean, luckily we have Rightful Reward, so we can just charge up. You'll see how quickly Hu Tao's burst charges up. But that's a huge mistake. That's a really big mistake. Okay, I think I replaced Dunya. I mean, we have a Timaeus already. So, and we drew a Soteria, so Dunya's not going to do that much. Oh, that's really unfortunate. I think it's fine, though. It's fine. It's fine. Look, don't get too hung up on any mistakes that you make. Just got to power through them. Still make the best plays. And I think giving them a turn to beat off of Lila is too punishing. Because the longer Lila's alive, the veteran is also going to add up. The only thing I'm afraid of here is like an Egg Barbara burst. But I think I can make it work either way. Bam! -7. A bit of an overkill, unfortunately. But I think it's still worth it. Taking out one of the Stall's characters is going to limit how well they can swap stall. Plus, we actually still have a lot of dice left over from this turn, right? We have another treasure hunt we can do, and we also have stove. Plus, we can definitely trigger Sealy. Let's see what round we're on, because I haven't forgotten. Round 4, yeah. So stove is going to draw 3 cards, and if we play the second treasure hunt, I think that is pretty likely to draw us like 2 or 3 treasures, which makes treasure hunt equal. But we also have Soteria. And let's see, with 13 cards left in the deck, treasure hunt adds 9. So drawing 3 cards is really likely, because at that point we still have 5 treasures in there. Half our deck is going to be treasure. And you can see why treasure hunt was nerfed. Like, if you look at just how quickly we're drawing through our deck, it was pretty busted. Okay, here's the Lotus. Huh. Interesting. Lotus behind a Tenacity. So one thing I want to always make sure with this interaction, do keep in mind, if there's anything that does 3 damage here, that's not a good way to use Lotus, because what's going to happen is 2 of the shields are going to get absorbed by Tenacity, and then the Lotus is only going to tank 1 damage. So I actually don't know if that was correct to use Lotus there. Seems like a bit of a waste. But we'll have to see. Okay. So normal attack coming out. Luckily not healing Nuvolent at all. So a lot of wasted healing here, yeah. Oh wait, I'm not infused. I'm not infused. Okay, maybe I just infuse now then. That's actually not a bad spot, because I know they're gonna just prepare attack. Yeah, and deal 1 damage. And damage on Hu Tao doesn't really matter, because her burst heals it back. Like, this is almost the perfect matchup, because every time we burst, we just get more healing. Alright, so I think it's time to treasure. So I'm gonna start normal attacking soon, so let's do that. I'm also going to draw 3 more cards off of the stove. So one thing to keep in mind, you usually want to treasure right before card draw pops off, like this Sealy here. And we'll see what we get with stove. Hey, okay, 2. Ooh, and a Liar Song. Okay, that's pretty good. So burst doesn't kill. So we could like play 2 treasures and burst, but I think normal attack as a charge attack seems fine, and then just burst after. Yeah, I think I like that. I think this forces them to swap off. But we're going to tune this. So you might be wondering why I tuned that to normal attack and why I'm taking out my Pyrodite. Again, this is... I have a Soteria in play. I'm about to draw 3 cards. It's actually actively bad to not have anything to tune, because then I can't draw cards off Soteria. Ooh. Emblem of Severed Fate. Okay. I added that pretty recently. I really like the tech. You end up with a Timaeus on 2 stacks pretty often. And when you do, you can just use Emblem as like a surprise Adeptus almost for 0 cost. Plus it works with Liaisong. Like here I'm going to, even though Timaeus isn't active, I'm going to Liaisong. Let's see. 7 pyro damage right now. Plus rifle is 9. So yeah, this is going to be exactly enough. Exactly enough. Actually, I think it's 7 with the rifle already because it's, yeah, it's 5 base. So are they going to play around it? Is RobotWizard going to play around 9 damage burst? Oh, they just swapped? Oh, they're not playing around it. Okay. So let's see. Do we hit any pyro? Come on. I don't want to tune everything. Nope, no pyro. Okay. Go again. Any pyro? And nope. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We have Sataria, so we get to burn through pretty much everything anyway. So let's return this Gamblers. And we get to equip Emblem for free. Now we got to tune through. Well, let's play this first before I tune. Yeah, now we don't need the Gamblers. If Barbara's going down, we're not going to be able to use anymore. Okay, no pyro. But that's what Sataria's for. Yeah, we'll keep tuning. We're guaranteed to be able to do it because we have Sataria at 3 stacks, so as long as we can tune. Ooh, another treasure. Okay, we might actually follow up even more. Yeah, look at that. Oh. Satisfying. Stuffer would be proud. Yeah, okay, we're looking in a really good spot because we've like barely taken any damage. And 2 of the characters down. Most notably, Barbara Burst is down. So Egg's gonna be a lot worse value now. And I think it might be time to go back to Kuki and just skill again. The one thing we have to be a little bit careful of is running out of cards in treasure. Oh, there's no weapon equip. Okay. Okay, okay. We do still have Yaoyao Burst and a backup one as well. We'll see. We might be forced off with... Oh, there's the egg. Okay, just in time. So it looks like the play was going to be Egg Barbara Burst, but that Emblem 7 Fate caught him off guard. Must not been playing around it. Yeah, let's apply Dendra here. Okay, so this is going to be great, because what this is going to do, the Blood Blossom is going to trigger burning, and then they're going to heal themselves with the Hydro. But then I'm going to be able to trigger that immediately. So this makes the best use of our Elemental Auras. And that's one of the tips I got from playing against Stole. By actually RobotWizard, he gave me this tip, is you just want to maximize your reactions as much as possible, while the Stole player is trying to not do that, avoid the reactions. Ooh, 4 treasures in hand, okay. And now we're entering the end game. This is what the deck is really crazy, where we basically have 4 extra die just in hand. Which honestly isn't even in that impressive in some sense, because there are plenty of decks that can already do that. But we'll see what we draw into. Looking pretty good though, not gonna lie. 7 cards left. I haven't been keeping track of how much treasure we've been drawing. I think we have like 3 or 4 treasures left to draw. But we have to draw into another Sataria. I think we have 1 more left in the deck. Okay, there's the Nuvolet Burst, as expected. Okay, so Lila, yeah, I'm going to stay on Kuki here, because Lila is at 3 stacks. So if I swap to Hu Tao here, they're just going to be able to freeze her. And I think I really want to threaten Hu Tao Burst, because if I take out Nuvolet, the game's pretty much over. So I don't think, yeah, he kind of has to swap off. He probably doesn't know that I only run 1 quick swap, but that's not important right now. Alright, well if he's going to swap, I think I just swap Stole him. It applies 2 hits. And yeah, seems pretty good. And this will trigger Quicken again, which will be extra nice too. Plus Rightful Reward is just... Oh, there's the second Sataria. Okay, I think we can draw a whole deck now. Alright, we have 6 cards left. Sataria, that Lumen Stone's also proccing. So yeah, we're trying to draw the rest of our deck. Probably into 3 or 4 more treasures. This deck is so fun to play. Really sad that they nerfed Treasure Hunt, because I've definitely noticed that it got a lot worse with the change. But 6 cards left. I don't know if I have any other draw effects. I mean, we do still have a Visage active. So there is that. What are you going to do? Man, I mean, I don't want to count RobotWizard out yet, but I'm gonna be really upset if I lose from this position. Because I think I should have this in the bag, and if I don't, it's a severe misplay. Let's see. Okay, they haven't shown me any wovens. So even though it's tempting to swap to Hu Tao now, surely they have wovens. Which means if I swap to Hu Tao, they will just get frozen. But is that okay? Maybe just combo next turn. Because I have that Liyue resonance. The play might be just to swap Hu Tao, make them use their woven, and then just play ramp. I kind of like that, actually. The only danger is, can Hu Tao die to Nouvellette? And I don't think so, right? His charge attacks should be 5 total damage with a weapon. And I don't think they can pull out 3 more dice from the hand, because then you have 2 woven. But this has to be a woven. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to force their play here. And I guess I'll just burn a I don't think it matters. You know what? This is Liben practice. Just, you know, for future times when I have a Liben in hand. Come on, show me the woven. Surely it's not just a pass, right? If they pass, I can just normal attack on Hu Tao. And I think that's really good for me anyway. So yeah, I don't think there's anything bad that can happen here. And I haven't triggered my Lumen Stone this turn, but maybe I want to just trigger it next turn. We'll see. I do have to be careful of Fortress though, actually. I see that hovering down there. If I play Liyue Resonance, Stone and Contracts into the Fortress, then I will lose. Okay, there's the woven. There's the woven. Thought it was coming. Oh, okay, so it's not a skill, it's a Hydro Res. Ooh, it's just gonna stay? Wait. That can just kill, right? Okay, I was gonna Stone and Contract. Maybe just kill here, and then I'll just say, yeah, let's just tune that away. If I'm not using it this turn, I'm never gonna use it, and I don't want to break my hand for the Sataria. Let's see. I'm gonna treasure. Yeah, I need to make this a charged attack, and then if I do that, Lila should go down to Blood Blossom. Right. Going to 2, Blood Blossom for 1, and then Burning for 1. Okay, so this takes out Lila once again after the Egg Revive. Question is, do I want to stay on Hu Tao? I think I do. So I think I just play Sataria with the extra die and pass. There isn't really a reason, and I just should be able to take out Nouvellette with the burst because Lila's at 2 stacks of stars. And oh, I did have triggering that Lumen Stone, which is actually not what I wanted. I would have liked to save that. I mean, I could normal attack again, but it actually doesn't do anything for me. So I think I just have to float this 1 dice, which is okay. We're going to draw a whole deck though. Of course, it is against Stole, so. Do we want to swap? I don't think we do. I think we're just going to threaten Burst right away, and then we still have Kuki active. Yeah, I think I just stay on Hu Tao. And no matter what Nouvellette does, I should be pretty safe. I'm running out of time. Oh man. Do not want to make a mistake. Okay, we'll end. I think it's correct. Yeah, if Lila was able to threaten, or Nouvellette was able to threaten a freeze, I would have been forced to swap off. But they're 1 stack short. Ooh, it's a Visage. Okay. We could actually play it for free. Actually, we might end up playing it for free. Because it is +1 die. So there's so many like mini combos in this deck. It's one of the reasons why I like it so much. I think we just throw everything away to Pyro. Because we at least want a couple for normal attacks. Okay. We only need like 1 or 2. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to have to draw out Untitled. Yeah, we have Sataria, 4 more stacks, and 3 cards left. So that's almost something going to be enough. Oh! There's their own treasure hunt. Okay, with 11 cards left. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. There's a Lotus. Okay. That will protect them from burst. Now, unfortunately, because 1 more skill will put... ooh, actually, they use a normal attack. Wait, maybe I can just... Do I just win? Because they have to follow up with another hit, right? So... Let's see. I have Emblem and Rightful. This should be 6 damage? But yeah, I think I can just normal and then burst. Right, normal takes out the 2 shields. Nouvellette will be left, I guess, as the Lotus. I think that's okay. Yeah, we'll just normal attack here. And I think I can do 10, right? Oh yeah, because of the piercing, so I only need 9. And I think that's it. I believe, yeah. All right. And I guess we don't need these treasures anyway. So we'll just tune them away. Yep, there goes 1, there goes 2. And the burst, finishing the game. I think that's our 3rd burst. Bam! And there we go. GG. One of the things I really love about the deck is just how hard it is to play around all the different cards you could have at your disposal. Hu Tao's burst as well can do anywhere from 6 damage to upwards of 11, just depending on what skills and artifacts and equipment you have equipped. So there's a lot for your opponent to have to think about. And anytime they don't respect that Emblem of Severed Fate, you can really get them. Just remember, there's no need to keep treasure in your opening hand. You want to try and replace that and find your equipment like Visage and Rightful Reward as quickly as possible. Don't worry, you'll draw through your deck. Trust me. If you are a newer player, be sure to attend the TCG 101 series to level up your Genius Invocation game. If there's anything you'd like to see in an upcoming video, drop a comment and I'll see how I can help. Be sure to enroll in our courses by subscribing so you can be notified when a new lesson is available. Until then, class dismissed.